So this USC Illinois game will be very tough. Illinois' defense has to wake up, have to lock them down, and they also have to protect their quarterback more on their offense. That's just. I think Brett Bielema will help them do a good job of bouncing back, but in terms of wiping last week's game off, but just being able to. I think the Indiana game just exposed a lot of weaknesses in Illinois, especially in their defense. So USC, I know they're watching the film from that game, and they're going to try to feast on those weaknesses, especially at DB.
Yeah, this is going to be like you said, the kind of a get back game for Illinois. With Illinois, they went into the season with a lot of expectations put on them that they're not used to. Most people in this country thought that Illinois was a top 10 team, including me. I thought Illinois was a top 10 team going into the season. Or I don't know if I have them in my rankings in the top 10, but I thought, like, power ranking wise, they could have been in my top 10. To see them go out and get embarrassed like that by Indiana completely changed my thinking on both teams. I thought Indiana would have taken a step back. It looks like they've just taken a step forward, and maybe Illinois is taking a step back. Also, this is going to be an interesting game to see with USC. USC, they're also playing their second Big Ten game, but their first top 25 game. And I'm really interested in seeing how their defense works. When you have a Lincoln Riley coach team, that's always going to be the backstory. Is he finally going to have a defense? And, going up against this Illinois offense who looked ridiculous last week, I'm interested in seeing that matchup between the Illinois offense and the USC defense.
You said that is USC going to have a defense? Well, they lead the nation in sacks. Okay,
but they're giving up a lot of points. They give up 30
in the country for tackle for losses. So I think that question has been answered. They've got a defense. So let's talk about Indiana, and then I'm going to ask you guys who's going to win both of those games. So let's talk about the Indiana-Iowa. Indiana, man.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Iowa's offensive line holds up against Indiana's pass rush and rush defense. Iowa's had one of the best offensive line units in the league this past season, the last few games. So it will not be as easy as last week for Indiana to blitz the quarterback and kind of take the run game out of the equation. So we'll have to see how that goes in addition to Indiana's offense.
Yeah. In terms of that game, listen, from what I saw from Indiana last week, they have an elite passing game. They have an elite running game. Give me them. I don't have any trust in. It seems like Iowa's taking a step forward in the offensive game and a little bit of a step back defensively. But if I was the coach of Iowa, I'd rather take a step defensively and even take a little bit step back on the offensive wise. But we've seen Iowa win games with solely defense. Give me Indiana by 35.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You've heard it here. I'm going to put a pin in that.
Okay.
Anwar just said Indiana by 35. Let's see I just have to see what the line is on this.
45-10 is my score prediction.
The line is Indiana by 7.5. So, woo, Anwar, we're gonna note this one.
All right. Well, if Iowa wins that game, we can come straight back to this video, and y'all can get me on it next week. So.
Okay.